As a newcomer, your aim in Street Outlaws the list is to prove yourself as a street outlaw by, not really racing on many streets at all. For the most part, you'll be driving around makeshift tracks in car parks and runways. And when you do race on the roads, they're presumably closed off as you never encounter any traffic, regardless. You need to make your way through multiple sessions, each split into episodes, and each episode has 5 events. Eventually you hit the list. From there it's about taking on the big boys. Needless to say, by the end of the game, you have competed in more head-to-head drag races than you could count, as well as many checkpoint bullseye and disruption events. I get that this game is fresh off the block with some brand new concepts. I like the concept of the junkyard where you can get good quality parts for cheap and you can fit it to your car for upgrades in order to compete in high-tier races. Even though the 2-day waiting time goes by fast, it's still a drag to have to wait for the parts you just searched for. The coin toss system is something unique I haven't seen in any other drag racing games before. But it's basically you flip, you win, you choose your lane, you lose, the lane gets chosen for you. Furthermore, I'm not too happy about the drag racing physics in this game. To be honest, the physics in this game is the worst I've ever seen, and trust me, I've played some terrible games before. Even a burnout system, where your car tends to pull to the left or the right and you have to counter steer. But the steering is so awkward, it's basically useless. Same goes for the drag race itself, where you have to manual shift. No complaints there, but every time you shift, the car tends to veer off to the left side or to the right side. And with the awkward steering, it's almost nearly impossible to keep the car on a straight line, as I get disqualified for out of bounds because the car would not react. Now for the tuning, listen to this little piece of information.
Acceleration is how fast your car picks up speed. No point in having a great top speed if you can't reach it before the race is over. Launch is the boost you get once you release the brakes in the beginning of a race. Don't forget that early boost can put you ahead for the rest of the race. Top speed's how fast your car can go. Ideally, you want to find a sweet spot where you can go fast as you can without crashing. Stability makes your car easier to handle and reduces the pulling from when you shift gears. If you keep getting disqualified, there's the answer. See? Nothing to it. Try different settings and see which ones work best for you. And don't be dumb. There's test tracks there for a reason.
This tuning system is more like a fictional cartoon to me because it doesn't really change much, as I've set the car for more stability, but yet it still pulls left and right with each shift. Take a look. It's not all bad. The plus point I can give is the upgrade system. Full detail of the engine and parts you upgrade. This is something unique and I think this concept is ingenious. But furthermore, it's not only drag racing. Sometimes you get stuck with a parking lot or a track you have to race with the wonky keys. And get this, you cannot even change the preset on the keys. You're stuck with the set you gave of the game. W for accelerate, A and D for steering, S for brakes, control for line lock, and then you get right shift and right control for shift up and shift down. All in all, it's like driving a shopping cart, it just veers off every direction. Steering doesn't really help much. Don't get me wrong, this game has great concept and ideas. I just think it's being executed wrong and cheaply. But hey, it's better than giving it to EA, otherwise this game would be full of loot boxes and microtransactions. Honestly, this game would suit better if it was a mobile game, because there's not much to do on it and it takes so little space. But sadly, this game is on the major platforms like PC, PlayStation and so on. So I don't see this going any further.